Good morning. This is Yoga and Coffee with Blackbird. Beautiful sunshine. This is winter in LA. Gotta love it. Today, let's continue our planks idea, but just doing a couple of variations with the regular plank and then an inverted plank, so from the top. Maybe we'll change that into a table as well. So, first things first, you want to warm up your wrists. So I'm going to do this one today. We're in a park, but we're kind of close to a street, so I hope sound is okay and you can hear me. And I'm going to do a different wrist stretch. These are some breakdancer stretches. Try not to hyperextend your elbows, but you want to pull your fingers down. Oh, it feels so good. Kind of just stretches out the insides of your wrists. And normally you shouldn't wear jewelry with your, and then I'm going to go over the top, but gently on top of my arms. Looks kind of strange, doesn't it? Alright, just a little quick review about the eye of the elbow. This is what it's called, the inside of your elbow. It's like the eyes of the elbow. You want them to face each other when you're doing anything that is weight bearing on your arms. So putting your fingers straight ahead is the first step. Some people like to spread, sometimes people like to bring them together. It's up to you, however you feel. It's nice to spread them and then feel like you wouldn't be able to pick up your fingers. That's kind of a nice way to know that you're really grounding. I like that one. Or you can do the same thing and just, with planks I kind of feel this energy because we want to be just as straight as possible. So I'm going to do it this way today, but you can decide if you're on a web or not. Easy, up to you. So the idea of the elbows, you don't want to torque your shoulders with your weight on them. Little planes. And so you want to turn them inward. And then the hyperextension that a lot of people have with their elbows, if you bend it just a little bit and then lengthen your neck out, you will build stronger muscles and your bones will not go backwards so much. So it's okay if they're a little bit bent rather than over straight, if that makes sense to you. Okay, and then so this is one option. There's also this option, so we can also be on the ground with the fists. You want to make sure your elbows and your shoulders are in line, and then you want to just press down like you're trying to stamp. Did you guys ever make with ink on your hand? It's like a little baby foot, right? You stamp it and then you add the little dots. Just thought of that. Alright, so that'll be the other idea. But I'm going to do it sideways for you. Core. It's all about core as much as possible. So if you're sagging, that's not going to help your back. It's going to actually hurt. So if anything, I would rather have you pitch a tent more than sagging. Okay, so we're going to play with just the basic plank, and you will be on the balls of your feet, so I was just making sure my toes are ready for that, because they're going to feel like that for a minute, crunching. And then the idea of the plank is to get stronger, so maybe you can only hold it for 10 seconds one day, maybe you can breathe through it and hold it for 20 seconds the next day. You decide how long you want to go. I'm just going to kind of demonstrate it, and we're not going to hold it forever because I'd like to give you a few varieties today. So sometimes I like to just keep changing it up as well, so that I'm strengthening, but yet I'm not staying in one place too long. So I would create a nice table first where you're tightening in your muscles, you're not holding your breath, but somehow you're tightening in your muscles, but you're feeling long in the back. So this is not okay, and then this is not it either. You want to find that middle ground, so your tailbone's going straight up, and your head is going straight up. So the nice flat table. And then notice where your wrists are, you want your shoulders right on top of your wrists. And remember what I said about the eyes of the elbows? And you can bend your elbows just a little. I'm going to curl my toes under and see how I do, like a push-up position, right? That's all it is. I'm going to come a little farther forward now that I'm up. Okay, so there's the plank, right? If anything, and you need to go a little bit higher, you're almost in, downward dog, right? Or mountain type pose, but you want to lower it a little. You don't want to sag. This is cobra, right? So somewhere in between is just gonna hurt. So you got to find that middle ground right here. Awesome. And then you can hold it. So if your head is dropping, that's not so good. You want to lengthen everything. Good. So now I'm going to give you the elbow style. Sometimes people like to clasp their arms too. That works too. I'm going to do the little baby foot stamp. Thinking of my babies. And again, elbows right over your... You can also flatten your hands too. You decide how much you can handle. You can also put your feet apart just a little bit. You can play around with one foot, you know, widening them, feeling the differences in your core along the way. So let me straighten it back out. And then when you're ready, you can just release to the ground. Starfish. Oh, sea star. All right. I think we'll save the inverted plank for the next time. Thanks for watching.